Hey Josh.
Hey Miles.
So you won your first round by beating your wife. The stakes are high this year.
The stakes have never been higher. So I won that round, but I'm getting a divorce, so you know, you win some, you lose some.
But now you have a better shot at going to the Cube Tutor Cube Championships. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, that's why we're all here, for the glory.
I'm here with Fraser. Fraser, this is going to be your second time playing the Noob Cube.
I know.
How did you do last time?
Very bad. Horrible. I was intimidated by Lucas Childs, but this time I'm actually going to try. Everyone is in trouble now. I'm actually going to try to play.
Catherine, this is like your first ever official on-camera appearance on Milo the Gathering.
I guess a first ever official one. I have been on camera before, but usually just in the background. Or a lot of times it's just my voice yelling at you when you make a mistake or something. You say something wrong, but yes.
And opening boxes. You open a lot of boxes on Milo the Gathering?
Yeah, I don't actually like playing that much Magic. Well, it's not that I don't like it. I actually like it. I just don't do it very often. I really like opening packs, though. So that's the kind of thing I'd rather be doing.
So if you win today, you're going to get a spot at actually the first ever official Cube Tutor Cube Championships.
Oh, wow.
So,
That's the first I'm hearing of this.
Yeah. Are you excited to play in the official Cube Tutor Cube Championships?
Yes, for sure. I mean, if I can take this down, I obviously have a chance in the big leagues, but I'll have to get there first, I suppose. So we'll see. Hopefully it works out.
I'm here with Chris from flockofnerds.com, writing tons of board game articles, as always.
Slowing down a bit.
Because you've been slowing down because you've been on Cube Tutor and you've been crushing the drafts.
It's true. It's true. I no longer have time for board games. I'm on Cube Tutor so much.
Are you preparing for the first ever official Cube Tutor Cube Championships, which you'll be invited to if you win today?
Oh, yes, I have been.
What would that mean to you to play in the first ever Cube Tutor Cube Championships?
It would mean that I won 3 games in a row, which doesn't happen very often.
I'm here with Liz. You've come out to play this Noob Cube. You've never played it before. Do you have any expectations?
I don't know. I think I'm just gonna open my first pack and see what happens. Like, I have no idea what I'm gonna draft or make at all.
You've made the finals twice on Noob Cubes, and you were stopped by Ibrahim, and then you were stopped by Mark Anderson.
I mean, I don't know what to say other than it's a little bit frustrating. I mean, I kind of called it last time. I guess that I was going to make it to the finals and then punched. But I don't know, Ibrahim is very good at deck building, lots of combos and fun interactions. He plays cards that I don't know. Mark Anderson, he won the Nationals. He's a very good player. I would love to beat him once.
You and me both. I've changed the cube significantly since you played it last time. Have you had a chance to go to Cube Tutor and take a look?
Yes, I did. I've been practice drafting a few times, not as much as before, but yeah, it seems a little more balanced. There aren't as many just snap first picks that just draw you right into an archetype. It's more well balanced. I find I'm playing more black and red, whereas before I was going mostly white and blue just because it seemed more powerful.
When I organize these Noob Cube events, I usually set up a Facebook group, a private one. Yeah. I invite the people who are playing and see if I can get anybody to start talking smack to one another.
Yes.
And you fell for it this week, and you started really attacking Maya. You guys had a bit of a rivalry building. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
No, there's not a rivalry. It's one-sided. I won all the way. That's how it is. I'm the king of smack. She may be better than me in Magic, but I'm the king of smack talk. I'm the Rock, right? I am the Rock, and she's Brooklyn Brawler. That's what it is.
So in a cube draft, you don't actually get to open a pack. It's just, preset cards, and yet you're here. Is it because it's the Cube Tutor Championships that you're trying to get a spot for?
I just don't play a lot, and the Noob Cube is actually, I've played it one time. I lost to Lucas in the finals. Like, that's a lot of people's stories. But I lost Lucas in the finals, and it was actually a lot of fun. I don't draft a lot, and the Noob Cube is like a really good stepping in point. I'm not intimidated by the cards, and you can read them and understand what they do. When I play your cube, it's not like that at all, so this is more fun.
One of the questions I'm asking everybody today is, how do you explain Magic the Gathering to people who don't play?
You know, I heard this somewhere before, maybe on the internet or something, but somebody described it as it's like playing chess, but with 10,000 pieces, and you get to choose which pieces you start out with. So I always think that's a pretty good way to describe it to maybe somebody who has no idea about any sort of gaming, or, you know, maybe if they're a little older and just have no idea about this whole world. But I think that's a good way to describe it, because there is the strategy of chess, but you get to pick your deck, which I think is half the fun, I guess, of playing Magic.
I would say it's almost like a resource management game where, you know, you have resources that you have to use to defeat your opponent, and whether that's, you know, casting spells or summoning big scary monsters or whatever you decide to use your resources to do. It's like a competitive resource management game, I would say.
So I explained that it's like a strategy card game, and you get to construct a deck full of cards, and that it ends up playing out sort of like a combination between poker and chess. There's a lot of luck and certainly a lot of skill involved, but a lot of it's about reading your opponent and a lot of the same stuff you'd use in poker.
That's actually kind of a tough one, but I've had to struggle with it quite a few times. I generally tell people that it's like a fantasy-based card game, kind of with the basic like concepts of like D&D or something, but with significantly less role-playing involved. That it's really entertaining, that it's highly interactive, that there's so many different combinations of things that you can do, that it's really stimulating and challenging, but that you don't get bored of it even if you do just play it a lot, because it's constantly evolving, that they're always coming out with new sets.
Sure, it's a card game, and you collect it, and then you have to collect more of it, and then you need a lot more money, and it just keeps going on like that.
And that's how you explain it to your friends and family? You explain it like it's some sort of addiction?
Well, yeah, I think you do it. You should start with the addiction part, and then you should move on to the actual playing of it.
Is that because you want a more sympathetic response?
Yes, I want people to understand what I'm going through.
I heard that you were getting a little bit of outside help from this cube. You hired a tutor named Daniel Fournier.
Yeah, local hero Daniel Fournier helped me with some advice, and some other guys I play with too. Took a look at the cube today, and we tried to decide what was the best strategy to play, and hopefully it'll work out because it's what I drafted.
Maya, congratulations! You've won the final spot for the Cube Tutor Cube Championships.
Woo! Third time's a charm. Thanks, man.
I think also you're the first person to win a Noob Cube without using blue or white, which is great, because for me, I'm very happy about that the cube is slowly becoming balanced. Can you tell me a little bit about your deck?
Yeah, it was basically mono black, but I was a little bit short of removal, so I splashed red because I got a couple like black-red dual lands. So I threw in like Brimstone Volley and stuff like that, just a couple cards. I had early pressure from like Vampire Nighthawk, Nightveil Spectre, stuff like that. I could garner information about their hands with Brain Maggot, which was really handy. But then the real winners, I'm going to say, are like Palace Siege and, oh shoot, what was that called? Profane Command. Yeah, Profane Command was awesome. I had Nykthos as well, so the Devotion kind of helped hit for a bazillion.
And you're going to see Maya as well as Lucas Childs and Rob and a bunch of other players at the Cube Tutor Cube Championships. Check us out next week.